Mars once also had rivers, lakes, and even vast oceans just like Earth. We often picture Mars as a cold, barren desert, a hostile place with only dust storms and rocky landscapes. But what if I told you that millions, perhaps billions of years ago, Mars was far more like Earth than we ever imagined? Subscribe and like if you found the video interesting. This is the story of Mars, a planet that has evolved and transformed in ways that scientists are only just beginning to understand. A planet that once had the conditions to support life, but now lies silent and frozen in time. So what happened? Let's take a journey back in time. About 4 billion years ago, Mars wasn't the cold, arid place it is today. Instead, the planet was warmer, wetter, almost Earth-like. Evidence from satellite images and rovers suggests that Mars had flowing rivers, lakes, and even oceans stretching across its surface. These river valleys carved deep into the planet's surface are one of the clearest indicators that water once flowed freely. But where did it all come from? Mars, at the time, had a thicker atmosphere, rich in carbon dioxide. This created a greenhouse effect, trapping heat and allowing liquid water to exist on the surface for millions of years. But it wasn't just small streams and rivers. NASA's Curiosity rover uncovered evidence of massive lakes that may have stretched for hundreds of miles, all merging into vast oceans that could have covered up to a third of the planet's surface. But all was not well. About 3.7 billion years ago, something changed. Mars' magnetic field, which once protected the planet from the sun's deadly radiation, began to weaken, and without this protective shield, the atmosphere was slowly stripped away. As the atmosphere grew thinner, Mars lost its ability to hold on to the greenhouse gases that kept it warm. Temperatures began to drop. The once abundant water started evaporating, and much of it was lost to space. What was left froze into the ground, or retreated to the polar ice caps. Mars' fate was sealed. Over the next billion years, the planet transformed from a warm, wet world into the frozen desert we know today. Yet, despite the hostile conditions, there are still tantalizing clues that life, at least microbial life, may have existed on Mars. The discovery of certain minerals and chemicals in the Martian soil has led scientists to believe that, at some point, Mars might have had the right ingredients for life. Once been home to simple life forms, hidden beneath the surface or thriving in its ancient oceans. And if life did exist there, where did it go? Perseverance is on a mission to find out. Its goal, to search for signs of ancient life by studying rocks that were once at the bottom of a lake. Despite its harsh conditions, Mars still captivates us. And for some, it's not just about studying the past, but about creating a future. A future where humans could potentially live and thrive. Visionaries like Elon Musk have sparked discussions about terraforming Mars, transforming its environment to make it more Earth-like. Whether that means releasing greenhouse gases to warm the planet or building massive domes to create livable habitats, the dream of making Mars our second home is alive. Terraforming Mars is a monumental task. It could take hundreds, if not thousands of years, and would require technologies we haven't even developed yet. But it's an exciting possibility. Though we've learned much about Mars, many mysteries remain. Did life once exist there? Can we one day call it home? These questions may take years or decades to answer. But the allure of Mars, its rich history, and its potential for the future will continue to draw us closer. Mars is a reminder of how fragile planets can be, how quickly conditions can change. It's a story of loss, but also of potential. A potential that we may one day unlock. So the next time you look up at the night sky and see that red dot, remember Mars isn't just a frozen desert. It's a world that was, and maybe a world that could be again. Still being written, and we're all part of it.